Welcome back, everyone. We finally made it. This is episode 8, the grand finale of Meghan Markle's With Love, Meghan. And let me tell you, I couldn't wait to finish this season, but there is a scene that caught my eye, and I want your input. This whole series does give us a glimpse into Meghan's approach to friendship, image management, and PR moves. So stick around. All right, so let's get started. Hi everyone, I'm Sir Chairs, and in this channel, we review videos and analyze them through the lens of PR. The episode kicks off with the picturesque garden scenes, sprawling bouquets and snippets teasing the grand finale party. Meghan glides down in a flowy blue dress, gracefully carrying a quiche dish, telling us this is going to be a fun day. Spoiler alert, it wasn't, or at least not for the viewers. She immediately moves into what she calls prepping, writing out place cards in her impeccable penmanship, classic Meghan. Yet, notice how we don't see her actually setting up anything physically. No furniture moving, no extensive decorating, just a very staged and carefully curated look into her supposed preparation. From a PR perspective, this aligns with Meghan's strategy of appearing relatable while maintaining an air of perfection. She's just casually putting finishing touches, even though her staff most likely did all the heavy lifting behind the scenes. Then oddly, the next scene shows sewing threads. I have to admit, I did get a hint of excited, thinking Meghan was going to showcase some hidden sewing skills, but nope, we're wrapping gifts instead. She's certainly an expert in wrapping presents. Of course she is. Meghan, after all, is an expert at everything. Now, she's wearing a polka dot dress, very out of character from her previous beige parade. It feels calculated. Since it's the final episode, I'm guessing she wanted a fresh look, something symbolic like a fresh start. It is a subtle tactic to refresh viewers' perception at the finale, leaving them with a memorable visual imprint. She reveals that the gifts she's wrapping are for Alice Waters, the legendary chef and pioneer of the farm-to-table movement in California. Meghan eagerly teaches us about double-sided tape, groundbreaking, and admits she hopes Alice will love these gifts. She never tells us what's in them, but she is hoping that they will become fast friends. Interestingly, Meghan already talks about inviting Alice to Thanksgiving. Now pause and think about that. Meghan hasn't even officially met this woman, and she's already penciled her in for one of the most intimate family holidays. Now let me tell you what I think from my perspective, because this aligns with Meghan's ongoing narrative of creating and cultivating a new family circle of influential and well-known people to fill the empty seats left behind by the real family that she has erased and distanced herself from. Alice finally arrives, an elderly woman, and honestly, I love elderly people because they're known for their honesty. So my interest was piqued instantly. Alice didn't disappoint. She handed Meghan a bouquet of garlic. Meghan humorously admitted she considered giving her a bouquet of carrots, although she didn't. Meghan immediately goes into full-on admiration mode, praising Alice for her longtime inspiration. Alice makes a brilliant analogy. Having a garden is like printing your own money. Meghan awkwardly parrots in a robotic voice. I love that. I'll show you the clip, and you decide if it was robotic or not.
But it costs you so much in the long run.
And when you have, of course, having a garden is like printing your own money.
I love that. Cheers.
Cheers.
I love that.
Meghan, always eager to align herself closely with guest interests, quickly points out that she now owns a copper compost bin, just like Alice. Classic Meghan, mirroring those she seeks validation from, a telltale sign of her deep-seated need to belong. As they prepare a salad dressing, Meghan suddenly blurts out that she's falling in love with Alice. Love bombing. So let's unpack this really quickly. Meghan frequently expresses exaggeration, admiration, building immediate closeness to accelerate relationships. It's a calculated emotional tactic, commonly used to quickly secure trust and loyalty. They move outside to pick vegetables, cleaning them in a kitchen towel, a simple yet practical trick that leaves Meghan genuinely surprised. I am guessing she would have stolen the idea if she had known about it earlier and then taught us about it. But that's just my opinion. So next is the chicken coop scene. Meghan proudly explains her hens are rescued, painting herself once again as the benevolent and compassionate figure. She dramatically says that starting your day like this transforms your mindset, complete with a smug, self-satisfying look as if she's delivered the most profound wisdom upon us.
I think what's really cool is with whatever's going on in life, to be able to do something like this, it's just fun. It's fun for kids and for adults. But yeah, the morning starts like this, you think about your day differently.
This trick aligns with Meghan's ongoing attempt to position herself as mindful and relatable, even though the extravagance around her signals the entire opposite. Then comes my favorite scene, back in the kitchen. Meghan casually offers Alice a glass of rosé, and this is where I want your point of view, because Alice, in her delightful honesty, warns, it's dangerous to drink when you cook, and laughs. She's not wrong. If you're drinking every time you cook, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, well, we might have a different kind of show, much different kind of show. Meghan's response, however, is a classic Meghan word salad. She replies with, don't you think that helps with it being so intuitive? Let me play the clip for you.
To a life well lived.
And to you.
And to you. Might be the best sip of wine I've ever had.
It's dangerous
all about the
to
company.
drink when you're cooked, though. Just like to say.
But don't you think that helps with it being so intuitive? All right.
Like, Meghan, what does that mean? This vague, over-philosophical response highlights Meghan's habit of avoiding direct conversation, especially when gently challenged. I told you guys, Alice did not disappoint. This is the scene that I want your input, because she almost got me drinking by the end of this series as well. What do you think of the scene? The quiche goes in the oven, and as Meghan dresses the salad, we notice something unusual. Meghan, usually eager for physical affection, visibly stops herself from hugging Alice. I'll show you the clip.
Gorgeous. I love it. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. I can make salad with you for the rest of my life.
Is Meghan finally aware that not everyone desires her trademark hugs? Or is she overly cautious of public perception at this moment? It's likely a rare moment of genuine restraint, possibly PR guided, to show that she can respect boundaries, something that she has struggled with in public before. We get to another news-worthy scene where Meghan meticulously handwrites a menu: tomato quiche with basil, Alice's garden greens, potatoes with caviar, not exactly everyday fare, avocado salad with herbs, smoked salmon, and English muffins. Meghan casually describes this as nothing too fussy, clearly disconnected from everyday reality. Statements like these reinforce the disconnect between Meghan's privileged life and her desperate attempt at appearing relatable. Caviar, anyone? The rest of the episode drags painfully. Meghan makes pesto, then cookies, of course, decorated them with flower petals. She goes outside, dramatically grabs mint to tie the cookies, and acts as if she transformed gift wrapping. Seriously, how did Netflix greenlight this? I would like to seriously talk to the filming crew. The final scene arrives, the grand finale party. Champagne pops by Meghan. Guests arrive, including Harry, the dutiful husband, praising Meghan. She thanks everyone, emphasizing her excitement to enter a new chapter. Meghan claims she's missed this creative outlet deeply. But let's be real. She could have done this privately, anytime. What she's actually missing, in my opinion, is the audience, the camera, and the applause. Classic Meghan. The entire season feels strategically designed to rehabilitate her image, casting her as a creative homemaker rather than the controversial royal figure known to alienate her family and former associates. Here's the bottom line. Meghan's With Love series seems carefully crafted to erase her past controversies, recast her public image, and surround herself with curated friendships that reinforce her desired narrative. From what we have seen, it seems like she measures success not by authentic family relationships, but by an external validation, applause, and praise. This series was never truly about teaching us recipes or crafts. It's always been about rebranding Meghan. This entire series makes sense now. Meghan's strategic omission of her surname both in her Instagram handle, Meghan, and in her executive producer credit, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, aligns with the broader strategy of rebranding. She is distancing herself from her history and repositioning her identity in alignment with the brand that she's attempting to establish. The entire series, as superficial as it often appears, is a carefully orchestrated effort to reposition herself publicly, erase unfavorable narratives, and ultimately seek validation, not from us though, not the ordinary viewers like us, but from the elite circles that she clearly admires. This strategy is not working because of her past controversies. Meghan appears completely disconnected with the broader audience that she ostensibly aims to reach. In short, With Love Meghan feels less like a genuine gesture of connection and more like a calculated, strategic rebrand, complete with lavish yet hollow gestures, staged friendships, and carefully constructed scenarios designed solely for optics but has clearly failed. All right, that wraps up this season, and I am honestly relieved that we made it through because my mental sanity could not handle another episode. I am so interested to know your thoughts below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for hanging in there with me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.